Hey there YouTube, France Hopper here. Happy Friday because it is Friday the 19th of November and it is time for the 2021 Maido in a Box Awards. Let's see what made the list for this year. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this month's box up. And welcome to the first one of these unboxings with the new camera. So we're going to also test out some of the new camera features with this video. So might be slightly less edited than normal, maybe more. I don't know yet, but let's see what we have. So yeah, I did notice that the box is different. It's slightly a lower profile box and a little bit wider this time, which of course they did so that everything would fit in there okay. So this is of course volume 17 Deluxe, and as always I'll go ahead and scan in our product info cards and put a link in the description. Looks like we have some nice stuff this month. Yeah, it looks like a few familiar faces in here and some new stuff too. Alright, so let me set those cards aside and let's get into the box. Alrighty, so we got some bubble wrap around things. I guess we have some fragile stuff. That's empty, so I think that was just packaging. Oh my, what in the world? Wow, okay, we got some interesting stuff in our free goodies. Of course, an ink, one of those build-your-own pens, and a box of something. Let's see. This, I think, is the standard kit. And this should be the Deluxe. And while I get things organized here, shout out to Maido. I guess they saw last month's video and saw that we had only one of those highlighters and it was supposed to be an entire set. They actually got in contact with me like the day after the video was put up, and they sent me the whole set. So thank you very much, Maido, for that. That was really cool. So let's take a look at our freebies for the month. So we do, of course, have an ink and a bunch of other things to take a look at here. So first of all, you have another one of those, what I do believe is a dip pen, and I hope the camera is focusing on that, because trying out a new feature on the camera. That is part of the reason why I got this one. So hopefully things are actually in focus for once. We have our ink of the month, which is from Autumn in Ontario. Oh, this is a Ferris wheel press ink. Oh, nice. I can see why that made the list. This is the Royal Rhubarb, and that definitely looks like, you know, could be a rhubarb pie there. Very nice. So, let's set that aside. Let's see, what in the world is this box? Haburashi stand and pen stand. Okay, so it's a pen stand. That's what's in this box. Very cool. Let's take a look at that. You know, oh my god, is this a cat? A cat? Okay, I'm opening this. Oh, I love Kotobuki import stuff. They get some really cool stuff. Let's see what we have. Oh my god, yes, this is a cat pen stand. That is amazing. Sometimes I do have to wonder if these are personalized at Maido, because, yep, that's got a cat. And you're probably sick of me saying by now, but I am a cat person. So, that's our free goodies for the month. Let me move them aside here. And let's see what we have in the standard edition. That's the Deluxe, which I'm going to set off to the side for a moment there, because we'll get to that in just a bit. But the standard kit, let's see what we have there. So it looks like for the standard kit we kind of have a complete set of note-taking accessories and, you know, everything you might need. So, getting this open, we have a notebook. This is actually a very cool little thing there. That's a sticky note roller that'll kind of explain in greater detail in just a moment. But first up from Uni, we have the Uniball 1 Fruit Tea Color pen set. So we have like a red, a green, a purple, and a black in there. It's called Fruits Tea, and this is apparently a limited edition for 2021. So those will be very cool to play with. And these might be refillable, maybe. So we have a bit hibiscus tea, blueberry, cassis, and black. Next up, from Tombow, we have a monograph in a little design there that probably looks very familiar to those of you that have had a eraser from Mono. This is the Monograph Light 0.5 millimeter, and apparently this is newly released this year. And it's supposed to have a very high precision tip here that looks like that. Let's see if the new camera can focus on that. Almost. We almost had it. But it is a gel pen, it looks like, and a very fine tip. So, very cool. Now, like I said, we have this very interesting thing from Litro. This is a sticky note roller sort of thing. If you ever needed to put like a little flag on a notebook, there are two sides to this. You got a blue one and a yellow one, and they kind of roll out like that, and you can tear them off. You can have a double wide or a single. But very cool. How to use is only in Japanese, so you could, Google Translate that or kind of follow the pictograph, instructions there. But of course, because you have several fine pens to write with and some sticky notes, you need to complete that with a notebook, which is from Kokyo this time. It's a 4 millimeter grid smooth surface, and it looks like you got some good sheets there. And oh, this is open. I didn't think it was open. It just has some wrapping on it, but it is open, which looks like that. Oh, and this is very much so a lay flat, especially in the middle. Let's flip a few pages back here to the front, and oh yes, that lays perfectly flat. Oh ho ho! I like that. I like when notebooks lay down flat. So let me gather all of these up here and move them off to the side, because now it's time to take a look at what we have in the Deluxe kit, which of course has some extra goodies for it. Looks like we have a stamp set in there, some more pens, another notebook, and yeah, let's tear right into this. We also have a clear file, which also appears to be from Kokuyo. The very purple clear file. Alright, so it's a nice thick 4-pocket clear file. We have a cat stamp. I love more cats. Looks like a bunch of markers. And this, the Artist Blank Notebook. So Let's start off with the cat, because, come on, it's a cat. And it's also from Midori, which means it's going to last forever. So this is a self-inking cat, which means you probably shouldn't need to ever put ink in this. And let's see, oil-based ink is ready for 1,000+ uses. So this, like anything from Midori, will last you a plenty long time. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I might just have to start stamping things with cats, because cats. And, like I mentioned already, we have from Kokuyo a clear file. 4 pockets. That's a very, pink pastel color. Oh, it actually opens up like this. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah. And it's tabbed. So I can see why it's called a clear holder book, because, yeah, that is more than just a clear file. That is very much so a clear file book with 4 pockets, so you can store a ton of stuff in there. This feels like it's some pretty decently thick vinyl, so it can probably take a beating a bit in a bag. Now, next from Marvi Uchida, Lee Pen Flex Pastel 6, which is going to be these right here. Those are definitely some pastel colors. Looks like it's kind of a red, yellowish orange, very light green, very light blue, purple, and then of course pink. So 6 colors, rubberized brush tip, quick drying, smear resistant, vivid colors. So they're like little markers, which would make sense when the last thing in the 2021 Maido Awards box is from Quattro, and it's a 4.5 by 5.5 artist blank rounded notebook memo pad, or sketch pad, and it looks like that. Wow, is that one continuous sheet? Yeah, that is. I don't know if you can see just how thick that is on camera, but these are some very pretty thick sheets of paper. Actually, I might have 2 there. I can't tell. Is this 1 sheet or 2? Okay, that was 2. But even still, that's pretty finely thick for 1 sheet of paper. And it folds back in various ways. So, very cool. That's everything in the Deluxe box. So there you have it. That is Volume 17 Deluxe of Maido in a Box, the 2021 Maido Awards. I know this video has been a bit of a different format than the previous one, so I hope you like the new format. I'll see how much I need to do some editing in post as usual. And if you don't know what I was talking about before with this being the new camera, well, link down in the description to that video, because yes, I have changed cameras. Now, as for why I'm back on camera at the end of the video, I do have some important news to share concerning next month's box. As you might be able to tell by now, if you've been following along with this series, these videos and these boxes usually come out on or around the 20th of the month. Well, next month, for the first time in 3 years, I am going to be seeing my family in person. And unfortunately, I am flying out before the 20th of the month, which means that I may not be in Portland when next month's box comes out. Now, I could have it shipped to me on the other coast while I'm seeing family, but that would be a huge pain in the butt to bring back home to Portland with me, and I'd also have to pay sales tax, because if you don't know, we don't have sales tax in Oregon, and it's great. I love it. Especially with the Kinokuniya membership, because you really do get 10% off everything. Plug for membership. You should totally get one. And no, they don't pay me to say that. So, that said, if that box arrives before I fly out to the other side of the US, I will get that edited and uploaded to the channel as soon as possible. But if the box for next month does come out after I have left to see my family for the holidays, that video will be up after I return back to Portland, which is going to be just a few days into January. So you may have to look for next month's box the first or second week of January instead. So that being said, if this does end up being my last video for 2021, thank you so much for continuing to watch the channel. I hope that you have enjoyed another year's worth of Maido in a Box and the various other things that I've been able to get up and share with you this year. If I don't see you next month, I do hope that you have a joyous festive season, no matter what you celebrate. Or if you don't celebrate anything at all, that's also totally cool. But I do hope that you have a good 2022, that you definitely have a happy new year, and if you can see family again for the holidays, safely, of course, go for it. I'm sure they'd be very happy to see you, because I know my parents are definitely looking forward to seeing me again. So, I'll see you soon, Mom and Dad. That is it. Thank you so much for watching, and again, if I don't see you next month. Have a great new year. Have a great and safe holiday season. That is it.